coverage of the 56th Annual Lyons Youth Tournament. Being brought to you by Thriftway, your Galaxy Food Center in Lyons, The Sandwich Shop, Green Street in Vidalia, Heritage Tank Supply in Lyons, 40 Enterprises in Lyons, Truck Tire Headquarters, Johnny's Repair in Lyons, and Full Service Group. Market in Vidalia, Zone and Center Insurance in Vidalia, Mars Financial thanks to Food World in Vidalia.
And welcome to the 56th Annual Lyons Youth Tournament here in Parton Park. I'm Bryce Brady. We're on the big field today for a Mite Girl game between the Lyons Midget Girls and the Glennville Midget Girls. Glennville is the visiting team in today's game. And they already have a runner at second. Up to bat now for Glennville is Mia. She shows bunt, she bunts it to the pitcher fields it, and fires across the diamond in time for the out, but advances a runner. So runner at third, one down. Let's see, I believe that is Rain Sears, the pitcher. You're gonna have to get familiar with these players. Rain Sears is at the pitcher's mound, and remember this is on a pitching machine. Compared to opposite of what we were doing this morning. Live pitching. First pitch to Emily is fouled off for strike one.
Simonium, sit back and drive it.
She steps back in and they're putting it in the machine. And it's on the ground at the shortstop. Hamlin fields it, follows it around, not in time. So run's gonna score. That puts Glennville on top 1-0. So runner at first, one down. Bring up KK, number 13.
KK to batter. 1-1.
Here's the showing bunt. Pulls back, in for a strike. Runner going, and she gets there safely. And it rolls into the outfield. She's going to be held up there at second. So strike one. Now you can't steal. However, there are no balls and strikes really because it's a machine. Well, there are strikes, just no balls. KK steps back in, he puts it in the machine. Here's the pitch. She hits this one to Brinley. Miller over at first, she picks it up and steps on first just in time for the out, and a run advances to third. She runs across the diamond, and she stays there. So two down. With a runner at third to bring up Ash, wearing number 11. I'm reading the lineup just as it was given to me. I wasn't too persnickety or peculiar about it, as I usually am. She steps in, runner at third, two down. This ball will be popped up sky high up into the air. The second baseman's running in for Lyons and makes the catch. That's Emerson Powell for out number 3. So we go into the bottom of the first inning with Rain Sears, Laura Zamorano, and Brinley Miller up to bat. It's a Mite Girls game, the 56th Annual Lyons Youth Tournament on Y101.
Check out the great savings going on all week long at your hometown 3-foot Galaxy Food Store Lyons. Like 50 pack ground beef, $1.90 80 pounds. Tide liquid detergent, $4.97. 128-ounce better value vegetable oil, $4.97. Folgers coffee, 2 for $6. Order fruity cheese, 3 for $5. There's a great savings going on all week long at your 3-foot Galaxy Food Store Lyons. And we hope you go to the
3 up, 3 down, girls.
Leading off for Lyons. In the bottom of the first, Sears the batter, Simonium on deck.
Are you recording?
Not TV. I'll upload it to YouTube. See, the guy that normally does this, he's been doing it for 17 years. He got leukemia this past year, and I'm filling in for him.
You sound like you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
Hope to see you there.
And welcome back to Parton Park, coverage at the 56th Annual Lyons Youth Tournament between the Glennville Mite Girls and the Lyons Mite Girls here on the big field. However, we're not playing the exact dimensions of the field. They have a white fence up about, I'd say, halfway between the outer infield dirt and the fence. They don't play. So anyway, here we go. Here's a pitch. It's hit on the ground. Just pitcher runs over, makes the catch, bobbles it around a little bit, and Sears gets there safely. So I will admit that these games are more difficult to keep books on because they're not saying about exact rules. There's a lot of different things here. Shows bunt, pulls back, runner going. Here's the throw down to short second, and Sears is there safely. So Laura Zamorano is up to bat right now. She's catching for Lyons. She steps in. Here's the pitch to her. She lines this one out to left field, and it'll be over the left fielder's head. Green Sears is probably going to be sent home, and yes, she is. There she goes around third. Laura Zamorano is being waved to third. Never mind, that's being held up, and she's going back to second. A nice RBI double by Laura Zamorano. So with a runner at second to bring up Brinley Miller, who's usually a big stick for Lyons in these Mite Girls game. Now if the Mite Girls win today, they'll play tomorrow at 5:30. Not tomorrow, Monday at 5:30. And if they lose, they play at 4:15 on Monday. Either way, this is their last game of the day. And will probably be our last game of the day as well. First pitch to Brinley Miller is a swing and a miss. Strike one. So the score is 1-1. This next ball is hit hard at the 5-6 hole for a base hit for her. Laura Zamorano is going to be held at third. She's being sent home. Here's the throw all the way to the dish. She slides in. She is called out. Brinley Miller is being held up at second. Zamorano was tagged out, so that'll be one down. Score that's a base hit for Brinley Miller. Here's the pitch, going to be hit on the ground to the shortstop. She fields it, has it, bobbles it around, fires across the diamond. Not in time, pulls the first baseman off the bag. Brinley Miller is being waved. She's going to stay at third. So now you have runners on the corners. To bring up Mariska Smith. Number 11. First pitch to her, she hits on the ground. Third baseman ranges over, makes the catch. Brinley Miller's being sent home, makes the out at second, and Miller scores. So that'll make it 2-1 Lyons. Fielder's choice by Mariska Smith. 2-2 down to bring up Emerson Powell. Wearing number 15, playing second today. Now they usually have four outfielders in this division. So I will refer to a right center position and a left center position. Emerson Powell gets into second safely. Not Emerson Powell, I'm sorry, Mariska Smith. So Lyons is very aggressive on the base paths today. This ball's going to be hit by the third baseman in the left field. Mariska Smith's going to be held up at third. Actually, she's going to be sent home. Here's the throw to the dish. She has it. Mariska Smith is turning back to third. Meanwhile, Emerson Powell makes her way around to second. I will say these games are a lot more active. So that'll bring up Shay Stringer, wearing number 8 today, playing third. Batting from the left-hand side. She steps in, runners in scoring position here for Lyons with 2 down, second and third. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Now these all games in the Lyons Youth Tournament run about 6 innings, or a run rule. And to refresh the run rule, not saying we've met one yet, just 20 after 2. This ball is going to be popped up, and I think it's going to hit foul. 20 after 2, that'll be strike 2. 20 after 2, 15 after 3, 12 after 4, 8 after 5. So she steps in here. Here's the pitch. She pops this one up. I think it's going to get down, and it does in foul territory.
Coming to you.
So she makes her way back to home plate. Batting from the left-hand side. Playing third base today. Here's the pitch. Hits up the middle, and that'll be a base hit. It's going to score 1 for Lyons, possibly 2. Here she is. She's being rounded around third. And here's the throw to the dish. Not in time. And Shea Stringer gets down to second, and she slides in safely. But she didn't slide. She was in standing up. That'll make it 4-1 Lyons.
Watch the steal, him and AC.
So 2 down, runner at second to bring up Ramaya Morris.
One more, girls. All y'all need. Now let's go.
Here's the pitch. Same for a strike.
Morris the batter, Mendez on deck, 2 away.
On deck, left fielder Anna Mendez. Here's the 2-out pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Ramaya Morris. Here's the pitch. It's going to be hit to the third baseman. She makes a great catch for out number 3. So Lyons does some work here in the first inning, scoring 4 runs. We take a break going into the top of the second inning. Lyons on top 4-1. Y101.
Having these grass problems got my hair grass. Did you know they make a chemical that will take my hair grass and all they don't give you regular grass? Hair plugs and wire lines, no such chemical. They also have round in it. Prevention chemical. Don't forget those. A lot of them nasty roads chemicals.
Lead off from the top of the second for Glennville. Mite the batter. Andre on deck.
Andre. Let's go, Molly. Wait, the fielder ain't even on the field. Right. Dude, the player wasn't on the field.
And welcome back to the big field here at Parton Park for a Mite Girls game. 1 game away from the championship of the Mite Girls division of the 56th Annual Lyons Youth Tournament. The first batter grounded out to the second baseman, and here's the ball up the middle. She's going to get there safely. So there'll be 1 out with a runner at first. Bring up Jincy.
The batter.
There we go.
On deck.
Wrote it down
1
right.
away.
Jincy up to bat with a runner at first. 1 down for Glennville. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt. Didn't throw that. Let's see. Now we have a runner sort of in a rundown here. She retreats back to first. Count on times has been called. I believe the Lyons catcher may have hurt herself. Trying to throw the ball in. She's shaking it off. I believe we're ready to go. So Jincy steps back in. No balls, 1 strike. I should quit referring to the balls because they don't count them. This ball's going to be bunted down to the pitcher. She fields it, fires over to first in time for the out. Rinley Miller runs down, makes sure this runner stays at second. So 2 down to bring up Z. Number 22. Forgot to write down the numbers of all guys' names down.
See the batter, Caroline on deck, 2 away.
Sun is behind some clouds. Here's the pitch to her, swing. And miss, strike 1. So here we go. Z steps back in. Glennville has a runner at second. Ball's being pitched. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. The video should all be uploaded at some point today, tomorrow, or Monday. But they will be uploaded eventually. Here's the 0-2. Knocks this one way out to left field. Left fielder moves in. 1 run base score. Here's the run to second, and it bounces over to second base and 1 run score. She's going to third. Here's the throw to third. Makes the tag right on time. Scored Z with a double, RBI double, and got a triple out of it. So runner at third. Brings up Caroline. So I'm gonna call her. I've heard somebody else put it. First pitch set a little bit high. But you can't walk in this lead, so I'm not gonna lead, so I'm not gonna mark it. Here's the next pitch. She pops this one up sky high over to the second baseman. She doesn't make the catch, and she gets the first, and another run scores. So now the score is 4-3.
Let's go, AC, drop it.
It's going to bring us back to the top of the order to AC, who reached on a base hit in her first at bat.
Let's see the batter. Me on deck. Toy.
To the second base, Emerson Powell. Okay, I was trying to find her name, and I couldn't find it. So we have Rain Tears at the pitchers now. Laura Zamorano behind the plate. Lily Miller at first. Gianna Hamlin at short. Mariska Smith out in the left center, I believe. That's her. Here's the pitch to AC. She takes the first one a little high. So the runner Fate going, and Zamorano went ahead and threw it down. But she's still at first. Here's the pitch. This ball is hit over to the shortstop, Gianna Hamlin, and she makes the catch in time for out number 3. Call a line drive. So Lyons is still on top by 1, 4-3 as we go into the bottom of the second inning on Y101.
Leading off for Lyons in the bottom of the second. Mendez, the batter, with Quintero on deck.
3 up, 3 down, girls.
Johnny keeps the area's largest inventory of parts in stock. Their price low so that you can keep those machines running right. Plus, the help and advice you need to go with it. Whatever kind of machine you've got, check first and prepare for the right parts. Highway number 1 south in Lyons.
So Lyons is batting all 12 of their players here today, and we're at the 9th batter, Anna Mendez, who is playing left field for Lyons today. So she steps in. Here's the pitch to her. She hits this one over to the third baseman. She doesn't make the catch. She drops the ball, and Anna Mendez makes it to first in time. She's being sent to second. The ball got away from the first baseman, and she's going to be standing on second. The runner at second to bring up Natalie Quintero.
Come on, Em.
She steps in,
Moxley on deck.
showing bunt. She pulls back, and that pitch is in for a strike. Nothing in 1. Here's the 0-1. Foul back into the fence. So no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This ball's hit on the ground at the third baseman for Glennville. Glennville's third baseman picks it up, fires across the diamond in time for the out. Now,
Good job, y'all.
Anna Mendez gets down to third. So he's sort of a sacrifice grounder there, but see, by rule book statistic keeping whatnot, she can't score it as a sack unless a run scored. So it's just
Moxley, the batter, with Joseph on deck. 1 away.
So 1 down to bring up Michaela Moxley. She steps in. Here's the 1-out pitch to her. She hits this one on the ground to the shortstop. She fields it, fires across the diamond, not in time for the out, and 1 run scores for Lyons. RBI single for her. Now that'll bring up Shaquilla Joseph. Wearing number 5. This is Lyons' last batter, and then we're going to be back to the top of the order.
Joseph the batter, Sears on deck.
Here we go. She steps in. Here's the pitch. Hits it foul. Strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing, gonna miss strike 2. These girls, along with some others, will be featured on the sports report on Monday or either Tuesday. Depends. If it's too long on Monday, I might have to break it down into 2 parts. This next pitch is fouled off. Now, on my show, I don't really have a time limit for the sports, so I could play the full thing. But as far as the sports that airs at 7:40 and 5:40, I'll have to cut those down to fit in the break. Here's the pitch. This ball's going to be hit over in between the first and second baseman for a base hit for her. She's being waved around second, and she's going to be standing up on third. That is Anna Mendez. For some reason, I cannot remember her name.
Sears the batter, Zamorano on deck, 1 away.
Well, that's not Zamorano. That was Moxley being waved
Go,
around.
girls!
Base hit
Watch the
for
steal!
Shaquilla Joseph. Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. Durain Sears. That ball's going to be popped up into the air. The catcher's running over. Not able to make the catch, and the ball stays foul. Strike 1. 1 down. She steps in. The count's no balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. It's hit back up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit, scoring 1 Lyons runner. And Shaquilla Joseph gets to second safely. So now you have runners on first and second with 1 down to bring up Laura Zamorano, who in her first at bat had an RBI double. Scored the first run for Lyons. Here's the pitch. She lines this one over to the shortstop. She fields it, steps on second, fires across, and was it in time for the double play? Yes, it was. Or was it not? Oh, she dropped the ball. Never mind, I'm sorry.
No, the second baseman's out, dude. Second base is out.
Yeah, so that's 2 down. Fielder's choice, 6-4. So 2 down with runners back on the corners for Brindley Miller. She had a nice base hit in her first at bat. However, a runner on the base pads was put out at home.
CRC.
So they're giving a sacrifice runner. Number 7. The last out, so that's Rain Sears. She was put out at second on a fielder's choice hit by Laura Zamorano. Here's the 2-out pitch. The Brindley Miller, she smacks this one over in the left field. Left fielder makes the catch for out number 3. And nice hit by Brindley Miller, which was going to score some runs for Lyons. But the left fielder made a nice play on her. Lyons leading 6-3 as we go into the top of the 3rd inning on Y101.
Olivia, you need to tell him to start cheering. Tell him. Tell Emily to start one. I don't know. You don't want cheering? No. They need to be ball players. No, they're ball. You're a ball player. They need to focus what's in their heads and be like.
And welcome back. We're cutting it from 2 to 1 commercials because these games are a lot more high-paced than I mean, while you're hitting off the pitching machines, I think about it. I mean, it
Glennville
can
in the
only
top of the
throw
third.
strikes, really.
Mia the batter, Emily on deck.
I mean, in that other league, you're like waiting, the pitcher has to warm up, the players are going to throw it around the field for a little while, the umpires are going to take at least 15 seconds after the pitcher's ready to wash their face off with this towel that's somewhere around where their area is. So that'll bring up Mia, who's wearing number 16 for Glennville. Now, one of the coaches, Lisa Miller, she informed me before the game that this is going to be a very tough team. For them. I said, really? Because I haven't been keeping up much with them. Mia fouls his first one on, so I was like, I have no idea. Just have to see. So here's the pitch. This ball's hit over to the third baseman, which fires across the diamond. Not in time for the out, but a nice play by her. Left-handed third baseman. I just made that, notice that. She batted left-handed, but I didn't pay attention to see if she was feeling left-handed. And in fact, she is. See, next up to bat is Emily. Here's the pitch to her. She shows bunt, doesn't. Runner going. Here's the throw down to second. Slides in safely for Glennville. Getting the ball back into Rain Sears at the pitcher's mound position. Here's the pitch. This ball's lined out in left center field. It's way over her head. One run's going to score for sure, and she's going to get a double out of this. An RBI double for Emily.
Where's that being all day? Let's go, KK. Bring her home, girl.
That'll bring KK up to bat. She lined out to Brindley, or not lined out, she grounded out to Brindley Miller in her first at bat, back in the first inning.
Ash on deck.
So here's the pitch, coming out of the machine as we speak. First pitch is in for strike. Lyons still leading, 6-3. KK steps back in for Glennville. Here's the 0-1. She lines this one back in the left center field. And it gets by left center field and rolls to the fence. One run's going to score. And she throws it in. And this runner's going to get down to third. So that scored a run.
Let's go now.
Two. This ball's gonna be hit off Rain Sears' leg. She throws it over to first base to Brindley Miller, not in time, and another one scores and makes it 6-6. Tied ball game, here we go. It brings up Molly. Here's the pitch to her. Swing and a miss. The throw down to second, not in time. See, really the only way to win games at this age division is to run them. Is to run them like crazy. It's really the only way. Next pitch is fouled off. Strike two. Oh no, this team not played 5 innings. Here's the 0-2. This ball's hit on the ground to the shortstop, Gina Hamlin. She fields it, fires across the diamond, not in time, and a runner gets down to third.
Good job, Molly.
That's RBI for her, base hit for her. The runners on the corners, no outs. Lyons is falling in a slump here. Looking to make it out somewhere. That'll bring up number 8, Andre.
Let's go, Audrey!
Sorry. Just the name. not still. Here's the pitch to her. Shows bunt, pulls back. Here's the throw. Runner going.
Good job!
He gets there safely. No sense of keeping balls at strikes, really. No, definitely no sense of keeping balls, but I think we're going to keep the strikes going. Here's the pitch. This ball is hit foul, out of play. Over in the parking lot.
Let's go, Audrey! Alright, let's go, hey, you did!
So we're already in the top of the third inning.
Have
The
fun,
Lyons midget
Audrey.
boys are down there on field number 1. Little Fenway playing right now. The losers bracket game. This ball's hit on the ground to Hamlin. It goes under her legs. It rolls out in the outfield. It's going to score 1. It's going to score 2. And on Audrey's being held up at second.
Good job, Ash. Good job, Molly.
The Glennville team is running the bases very aggressively.
Woo! Let's go, Jesse.
So I mentioned, time has been called on the field.
They know what I'm doing.
Keep it going, girls. You're doing good. Keep it going.
I believe time is called on Brandy Miller herself. She's talking it over with her teammates. And now they're running back to their positions.
Let's go, Jesse.
So Jency steps in. She grounded out to the pitcher in her first at bat. Here's the pitch. Hits this one on the ground. To Hamlin. It goes between the legs once again. And that's another run's gonna get down to third. She's being held up there. So now there's runners on first and third.
Good job, Jesse. Let's go, Z. Sit back, have fun.
So a change has been made to positions here. Hamlin's been sent out to left center.
Let's go, Raina!
Now see, at this league, teams are very heavily coached. So Ron's going to get down to
Good
second.
job, Z.
Stolen base. Jency's
Take
up
it
to
easy.
bat. Oh, and the catcher's hurt once again. I think it's the same place.
I don't know.
Her arm. Yeah, it's the same place she was complaining about earlier. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, she's in pain for something, and I believe they have somebody else that can catch. Miss Lisa was telling me that a minute ago. Getting into the game. She's going to stay in, I believe. There's another ready. That'll bring up Jency just on the base here. And bring up Z. She had an RBI single in her first at bat. Here's the pitch to her.
No, you
This time the line got left field, and that's going to get down and get by her. One run's going to score. Another run's going to score. And Z's being held up at second.
Way to go, Z!
Another RBI double. Except this time with a two-run RBI double. Now the score is 10-6.
That's what it talks now. Let's go, Caroline!
I'll bring up Caroline. First pitch to her, then for a strike. Here's the pitch. Over in right field for a base hit. That's going to score one run, easy. And she's going to second. Here's the throw, and she gets it safely. Now the score is 11-6. And these games are very high-scoring games at times. We're back to the leadoff batter.
Let's say, girls, let's keep it going, girls. You're doing good.
Here's the pitch. It's in for a strike. Nothing in one. Even though the balls don't count, it's just had it when I go to say the count. Say nothing in one. Okay, here we go. This ball's gonna be hit on the ground. It's shortstop. She fields it, has it, and she gets on base. She was watching the runner at second. The winner was smart. The base hit by AC. That'll bring up number 15 or 16, Mia. She started off the inning with a base hit. She's back up. Here we go. Here's the pitch.
There you go,
On the
girl.
ground, bunts it to the pitcher. Pitcher fields it and fires offline to Brenda Miller. One run's gonna score, and another one's gonna get to third. And really just gets back to the pitcher.
Way to go, girl.
So that makes it 12-6.
Do your thing, Ken.
So here's the pitch. And run score, and the runner goes.
Is she putting her hand out there in front?
So that'll bring up Emily
Good job,
for
Ian.
Glennville. She's 1 for 2 today. With one strike on her, here's the pitch to her. This ball's lined up into the air. It's gonna drop for a base hit. One run's gonna score. Another run's gonna score. They're sending her. Yeah, there she goes.
There you go. Woo.
And that makes it 14-6 actually. And Lyons still does not have an out.
Let's go, KK. You better go, Liam.
So Lyons gets him out. Pitch. Emily Zamorano throws her out from behind home plate. Or Lars Zamorano, I'm sorry. Got the runner who was trying to steal, so that'll be 1 out for Toon for Lyons.
Let's go, KK.
Sam Toombs. It's Lyons. Here's the pitch. To KK. She lines that one back up the middle for a base hit. So runner at first, 1 down to bring up Ash. She is 1 for 2 today with an RBI single. Score is 14-6, Glennville. I've seen these games get ridiculously high, into the 20s before. Here's the pitch. Popped sky high up into the air. Rain Sears makes the catch for out number 2. So that'll be 2 down to bring up Molly. She's also 1 for 2 today with a ground out to the first base, or no, a ground out to the second baseman, I'm sorry, and a base hit. So she steps in. Here's the pitch. This ball's popped up foul, hitting the net. Strike 1. Here we go. 1 strike. Here's the pitch. This ball's lined out. This Glennville team is so spectacular. Just to say. Here's a runner rounding second, going to third. Now there's runners back on the corner. And now the single for Molly. Runners on first and third. 2 down to bring up Audrey. Today she is 1 for 2. Reaching on an error by the pitcher. And a 2-run RBI double. So here we go. Here's the pitch to her. She lines this one back up the middle and for a base hit. 1 run scores. That'll make it 15-6. They're throwing the ball in, and there's runners back on the corner. I'm telling you, this Glennville team is just getting spectacular shots back up the middle with each and every batter. That'll bring up Jensen. She's 1 for 2 today. It's left and right. This girl's just hitting it back up the middle, and you can't do that. Big old pitching machine in the middle. That's going to get down for an RBI single. And that'll make it 16-6. Lyons does have 2 outs. That'll bring up Z. A dangerous batter for Lyons. It's a good batter for Glennville. She's had 2 back-to-back doubles, both of them scoring runs, and both of her at bats.
Let's go, lady.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Runner going. Here's the throw to third. She doesn't have it in the glove, so he just makes the tag. She's safe.
Have fun, 22.
Okay, here's the pitch to Z. 1 strike. Now she has 2.
Get on it, watch it, kid. Big red, you got it, watch it.
I think the reason that
You got it.
it's because they're moving. Everybody is in the stands. It's running way worse than they are. It's weird. I guess because we're just sitting here and not doing anything. That ball we have right field, that's going to score 1 run, possibly 2. Here comes running the third. And she's going to be held up there. And now, never mind, now she's going to be seen as it got over Rainseer's head. And we're going to get to second. Lyons' defense is really falling apart to the top of the third. That'll make it 18-6. That'll bring up Caroline.
They had to just switch pitchers out.
First pitch to her to strike.
Got hit the start to the line drive. Hit line drive, didn't even hit the ground. It was a straight line shot. Hit the start. Dropped him. Yeah, right here in the corner, right in the center of his chest.
This ball is hit the Rainseer. She knocks it down, picks it up, fires to first in time. We're out number 3. So we go into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Lyons is down by, let's just say a lot, 18-6. We need to get the bats going. We'll be back on Y101.
Yeah, he's going. No, he's leaving.
Hey, what number is it? You want to say?
Welcome back to the big field here at Parton Park in the 56th annual Lyons Youth Tournament. Lyons is down by a lot. They're down here 18-6.
For Lyons in the bottom of 3rd. Hamlin the batter. Smith on deck.
So that'll bring up Deanna Hamlin. Her first at bat, she reached on air by the shortstop, and the easiest thing to do in Mite and Pee Wee ball when you get to the part of the game when you're losing by a lot is just to run them. See, I've seen pitchers win this game, win games like these, just by when runners get on base, just try them for extra bases. Just every runner that gets on base gets a hit to the infield, try them for extra bases. Let's see what the Lions offense can do here.
Let's go, girls. 3 up, 3 down.
They are on the mission to try to come back this ball, and they're already doing pretty well at this. Is lined in the right center for a base hit by Gianna Hamlin. I'm sorry. That'll bring up Mariska Smith, who ran into a fielder's choice in her first at bat, out to the shortstop.
Watch the steal.
So here's the pitch to Smith.
Number 2, girls.
This is the Lions' newest foul out of play. Over here. And the Glennville inside. There's a lady trying to catch it there. Here's the 1-strike pitch to Mariska. She lines this one over to the shortstop. She tags second, fires across the diamond.
Good job,
That was fantastic play. I mean, you see people, moves ahead of them, not even able to turn double plays, and to be able to do something such as that, this age is just, in my perspective, fantastic. That'll bring up Emerson Powell. Reached on a base hit, she pops this one up foul. Third baseman runs over and makes the catch. We're out number 3. So there we go. Lions down 18-6. We'll take a break and come back at the top of the fourth. Y101. Robin, this game is probably going to be a run rule game, so you won't be here much longer.
It's 12 after 4.
In times like these, when you're losing 18-6, you just have to tip your hat to the other team, because this Glennville team is playing spectacular. They're really hitting the ball when they come up here. They're just hitting it where we're not. And in times like these, you can't get mad and get down. You just have to say, you know what? We're playing really good.
Get off of Glennville and the top of the fourth. AC to batter with me on deck.
Then I bring up AC to bat. Back to the top of the order for Glennville. And Lyons has made quite a few changes here on their defense, except Rain Sears. She's still on the mound. Not pitching, but playing pitcher. You know how that goes. Here's the pitch to her. Not to her, AC, I'm sorry. First pitch is in for a strike. 18-6. The girls will be back in action tomorrow. Here's the pitch.
There you go!
Lined out in the left field for a base hit. I mean, like I said, they're just hitting it. Back and forth and back and forth. They hit it and pass it down to the next guy. Now, it is 12 after 4, and as of right now, that run rule is probably going to be enforced. You have to play a complete 4 innings. This ball is going to be hit foul. Glennville coach gets a nice play on it for strike 1. Coach is talking to their player, Mia. She steps back in.
Let's go, Mia.
Here's the pitch to her. Back up the middle. Here's the play to second baseman. Steps on second, throws it across the diamond in time for the Lions double play. So that was a 4 unassisted to 3 for 2 down to bring up Emily. She's 2 for 3 today.
Easiest call of the game.
2 down. Bring up Emily.
Sit back and drop it, buddy.
Here's the pitch to her.
See, the heat's good too.
And first strike.
I go get you some water. Good job. Good.
1 strike. Here's the pitch. It's lined over the 5-6 hole, and it gets all the way out into left center field. Brinley Miller, who's out there now, throws it in. She gets a double out of it. She's been on fire today for Glennville. Kyle is here for Glennville. If you're doing this, I got an interview with these girls.
KK to batter, extra on deck, 2 away.
Let's go, KK!
To their game. I don't know if I'm going to be over there. I might go back to the midget boys game. I don't know. I have to see. Here's the pitch. And first strike.
Emily, get back.
Everybody, right, we're going back to it. Look her back.
I think what I'm going to do, here's what I'm going to do. Talking to you, the people, so you'll know when you're listening to the sports report. Here's the pitch, hit back up the middle for base hit. Going to score 1. And that'll be an RBI single for KK.
Good job, KK! Good job,
I'm not going to get any more interviews for today because I have 3 interviews that I have to put on the sports report tomorrow. For Monday, but I'll probably record it tomorrow at some point. I have to put those on the sports report, and then I'll just put these scores in. And I'll get some interviews on Monday. This pitch is hit back up over by shortstop. in the left center field for a base hit by Glennville. I'm telling you, these girls are just playing the ball really good. The only thing I can say about this game is Glennville out-hit Lyons.
Let's go, Kinsley!
Bring up Kinsley. Make it a change in the order here. Here's the pitch. Bunts it. And Sears comes up and gets it. Fires the first in time for out number 3. So Lyons has got to come in and score 13 runs to keep this game, or 1 run or 2 runs to keep it going. We'll take a break and come back on Y101.
Okay, now we are in the
Bottom of the 4.
umbrella of the run rule. Lyons needs to score 2 runs to continue this ball game, correct? 20 after 2, 15 after 3, 12 after 4. Lyons needs to score 2 runs to continue the game, correct?
He can't. Yes, he can. Not right here, he can't.
And welcome back to the 56th Annual Lyons Youth Tournament. A matchup between 2 Mite girls teams, Glennville and Lyons. Up to bat now is Shay Stringer. She had a 2-run RBI in her first at bat. So Lyons has to score 2 runs to keep this game going. If not, a run rule will be enforced, and Glennville will beat Lyons 19-6 in 4 innings. So here's the pitch to Shay Stringer. She lines this one off the glove of the pitcher, and that's going to get in. I'm going to square as a base hit.
Force the batter, Mendez on deck.
So up to bat now is Morris, Amaya Morris. First pitch to her. I believe it was off the plate with the machine. You know, in this league, a lot of what people do is they take first strike pitches. I don't know, to get it ready to adjust themselves. Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Let's see, I know if Lyons, the midget boys, went down there on field number 1 on Little Fenway, they'll play again. I believe it might be for the championship round, because all they had to do was win today's game to get to the championship round, and they didn't. So if they win right now, they'll be in the championship game tomorrow, in which they'll have to beat whatever team they're playing against twice. The next pitch, Ramaya hits out there to left field, and that'll be a base hit for her. The Lyons team is doing it little by little, putting runners on base. What they could do is break up the run rule that's effective right now. Here's the pitch. And first strike. Up to bat is Anna Mendez. Here's the pitch to her. Hit on the ground, foul. Third baseman catches it foul. Like I said, it's 12 after 4, and right now it's 19-6, so what, it's 13. Lyons needs to score 2 runs to break up the run rule. Glennville had a really big 3rd inning. That's strike 3 on Anna Mendez. The strikeout we've had of the game. That'll break up Melody Quintero.
Emily,
This
you
team's
ready?
been winning until I get in one of their games. You know what they're going to blame it on? The stupid guy from the radio station. So not only can the team hit it, it rolled off to the third baseman's glove. Shortstop was there to back her up and tossed it to third base to get the out. So 2 down. Now to bring up Michaela Moxley.
KK, you ready?
There's the pitch. She knocks this one foul.
Stay with it, baby. Stay with it. That's all you have. Let's go.
And I believe they play, because if they lose this game, the Mite girls will play at 4:15 on Monday. And with that being the case, then if they win that game, they'll be in the championship round of this tournament. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And the midget boys, I'll tell you in a second what they'll be doing.
Who's your daughter?
This ball is hit on the ground. Third baseman bobbles it around. And Lyons is going to send this runner home. She's going to get home and she's going to score. So that's 1 run. However, the run rule is still in effect. Lyons scores a run on errors. So that'll bring up Kayla Joseph. Still 2 down. She had a base hit in her first bat.
Yeah. Ava, be ready.
She steps in. Here's the pitch. She's running home. Here's the throw to first. In time for the out. And that's your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. The Lyons Mite girls falling short to Glennville 19-7. We'll be back to wrap it up in a few moments.
Oh, he's sleeping.